It's the flip man. You want some money in your hand? Flipping houses without credit or your cash. Get that bag.
Good evening and welcome to Flippinar 244. And tonight's topic is, should you be a landlord or be the bank? So we're here to talk about real estate investing with a strong emphasis on wholesaler real estate where your cash or credit is irrelevant. Adria is here and Renikia should be joining us in just a moment, we think. And so make sure if you want to join us on the live stream to get your questions answered, get pushed to the front of the line, text the word Gator to this number, 205-964-5243. And that gets you pushed to the front of the line. All right. Before we turn it over to Adria, remember this. Subscribe to the channel by selecting this button here. Once you subscribe to the channel, tap the little bell, select all, so you now are alerted whenever we upload new videos like this one and when we go live daily. Boom. Over to you.
I like that. That was pretty slick there. Okay. Look at there. New technology and stuff. Welcome, guys. Thank you for joining us on this Thursday. Oh, my gosh. It's November the 10th. Almost halfway through November.
Like that.
Only got December.
Oh, and Adria has a birthday coming up here.
It's going to be on. We're going to have problems.
6 days.
Yeah.
6 days.
We're going to have some problems.
I wish it would roll right on our Thursday, but
I'm glad it don't.
Really? Okay. Yeah, you won't be up in this joint.
I'll be at work. So.
I'm sorry.
But yeah, thank you guys for joining us. As I mentioned, this is a place where we talk about creative real estate investments, investing with a focus on wholesaling with little to no cash or credit. You still have time to get a deal before the end of the year. You can make that money, honey. Go ahead and get those gifts going and just start wholesaling. Renikia she's not. She's gone. Okay. I'm looking at the screen, guys, and thought she was ready to join. So you can text the word Gator, Gator, to the number 205-964-5243 to join us live. Giving a shout out to Queen Evie, Edward Thames, and B More. I see you guys already in the chat box. Go ahead and start posting those questions. We all know how this works. I'll read the question, and Ty or Renikia will answer the question. So post away or join us live so you can ask your question with any follow-up. And we're going to jump right into this thing. Let's see. Hey, Rennie.
Hello.
How you doing today?
I'm good. How are y'all?
We're good. We're
Super
good.
tight.
Navigating this fall summer weather we got. I don't know what's going on. I know.
It's sweaters now. Back in the sweaters.
Yeah, one day it's sweaters, next day it's shorts. It literally went from 80 degrees to it's just crazy.
It's cool
crazy.
outside now?
No.
Oh.
It's not. It's hot. It's hot. That's why these folks staying sick. And now it ain't COVID no more. It's flu. We back to the flu. Everybody got the flu. Yeah, back to what we know.
Yeah.
All right. So we're gonna jump right into this thing, Ty and Renikia. Queen Evie says, what about finding an abandoned place that isn't for sale, but is in good condition? It just needs cleaned up and trash and etc. thrown out. How do I get a job in doing that? Ooh, so the job in cleaning up, not necessarily wholesaling, but getting houses ready to resell or present. How would you tap into that?
I think it's pretty easy. I think it's really just getting partnerships with the homeowners, landlords, investors, wholesalers, and just soliciting your service to be able to go in and clean up those properties and getting them ready to sell. So I will probably focus in on partnering and soliciting your service to landlords, homeowners, investors, wholesalers, so people can reach out to you when they need your service.
Yeah, if you're just going to get on that side of it, providing that service of just doing some I don't know if we would call it prehabbing, but you're definitely cleaning it up, making it a little bit more presentable for if it was wholesalers, yeah. But sometimes owners, yeah, it needs to be cleaned up. You know, I would like for it to look better. I'm sure those neighbors are tired of looking at it. So you just have to reach out to owners and see if they're interested in allowing you to clean up their properties. It's that simple, whether it's a house or even commercial, I guess.
Okay. Thank you for answering that. Let's see here. Edward says, Ty, I know you always say it's all about timing. So I just found out yesterday that another wholesaler put a contract on a house with a seller that I recently followed back up with.
Just because you reached out to them, you reached out to them today. Somebody reaches out to them. Somebody reaches out to them Monday. I'm sorry. Well, it could be Monday, but in December, right before Christmas, hey, yeah, I didn't need the money now. The money didn't come through and I want my kids to have some Christmas or whatever. And boom, y'all need to sell it. How fast can you close? You know, it could just be that simple as that. So it's just about timing. So that's why when people say, well, you know, I'm calling people and everybody I talk to, which I know it don't be everybody, but everybody I talk to say, you know, they're tired of people calling and asking about buying that property. Okay, that's fine. That's probably the case or whatever. But trust me, if we don't know anything else, life will change people's minds. Just think about it. I don't know who you're with now, if you're with anyone, but I'm sure that whether you're single or with someone right now in love, trust, I bet you felt the same way about someone else before. For whatever reason, that don't exist no more, right? Same thing can happen in real estate. They didn't need to sell that property or didn't need to sell at the price that you wanted it to. But life has a way of us as humans making us change our mind, if nothing else. So I don't know if that was a good analogy, but
See what? Love is forever.
Yeah.
I love the same love that I had in it. Yeah, all last. Okay. JC, thank you for joining us. Paris and Be More. Be More says, I still can't find buyers. Y'all pray for me. We got you down when we go to the altar. So for the wholesaler that says, I can't find buyers, what do you say?
If you say you can't find buyers,
Mm-hmm.
wow, man. Well, let's answer the first question. Do you have something to offer buyers that they would want? So we're assuming that what you have under contract is a deal, is a great deal. You can put up right now, everybody that's listening to this, if you don't take price into consideration and whether it's a great deal or not, everybody listening to this right now can go out and put a house on the contract.
Right.
But doesn't mean it's a great deal in what cash buyers will want, right? Now, if you actually have great deals and you can't find buyers, then I would love to know what you're doing to market those properties to find buyers. Because if you really have a great deal, it's just like you're giving away a sack of cash. You know, that's the best way I can explain it. Do you think it's difficult to give away money? No, it isn't. You just like to let people know it's available, AKA cash buyers. So we would definitely need to, if you could just throw up some numbers, give us an ARV, give us a price that you have a property for, right? And that'll tell a lot. Your thoughts, Ms. Williams?
No. I couldn't have said it better.
Boom.
All right. Thank you. Let's jump right into Be More. You the only one. I'm just gonna read them out. BC, thank you for joining us. Be More. BC wants to know if you live in Baltimore. No, you're in the Atlanta area. Okay, y'all got this on inside chat now. I read it anyway. So when I text the number, it doesn't show me where to sign up for mentorship with you, Flipman. Please help. I think I need mentorship because I'm about to second guess myself. And on Facebook, they seem like scammers. So how do you go about they want your mentorship and are willing to.
Oh yeah, if you want coaching now, of course that's a paid option. What you'll need to do is to what am I trying to say? Text me 205-964-5243 and I'll send you over the cost for that.
All right. So over here on, I think this is Instagram, 369 Kev says, I have an MHP and a portfolio of 13 SF under contract, but I can't find a buyer. And it's in a mobile home park. So on the surface side of this, first of all, let's unpack this. 13 SF. So SF single family. So 13 single family. And
but is it 13 mobile homes or 13 single family?
I don't know. So I have an MHP. So what's MHP?
MHP.
Mobile home property.
Mobile home park.
And a portfolio. Okay, a mobile home park and a portfolio of 13 single families under contract, but can't find the buyer. So
this the same person?
No, this is from Instagram. This is somewhere else.
Okay.
So how would you do that? Do you need to maybe split up the properties? Are you trying to market them all as a one deal, or is that based off the seller? If the seller says, no, you got to take one.
Well, yeah, it's going to depend if the seller's saying it's all or nothing.
Gotcha.
So it starts with that conversation and what you're understanding and how your paperwork is set up. But if it's a mobile home park, then I'm assuming that's one entity. I'm assuming, and then how many houses?
13.
Okay, so again, is it all or nothing, or the seller doesn't care?
The seller is open to selling individually.
Okay, well then, yeah, you would do separate contracts on everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the mobile home park is in Georgia.
Okay.
So let's see here. Let's go over here to Tiki-Taki.
Would love to partner with you on this. Hit me up.
REI next door says Flipman. Yep, that's a good place to wholesale. Okay, y'all responding to each other, and I'm trying to unpack these chats. Free Bands Kids says, is Nashville, Tennessee a good place for wholesaling in Columbia, Tennessee? Now, James Bowers, you from Nashville. What do you say? James is on YouTube, and we have Free Bands on TikTok. So what you got, Ty?
What, Nashville?
Nashville.
It's a city.
It's a city with a lot of people.
It's a city with a lot of people. It's one of the faster growing markets in the country, definitely in the South. But regardless, it's a city of, a couple of million people. It's going to be endless opportunities.
Okay.
Nothing to even think about, unless houses are free in Nashville. I might need to move there if they are. Pick me one up.
Okay. Hugo Garcia Facio says, tell Flipman I said, what's up, big dog?
What's up? What's his name?
Hugo Garcia Facio or Facio?
What's up, Hugo Garcia?
I'm going to say Facio.
Facio? What's up to you, my man?
I be butchering y'all's names. I think I was pretty good on that one, though. I think that was close. Really, really close. So for those of you, I'm just going to say that keep asking, how can I partner with Flip? You're in a good spot, the free material, YouTube videos, joining on the lives. But if you want the paid assistance.
Yeah, if they just want to partner, then
that's not what they're saying. They want like the mentorship.
Oh, okay. That's different. Yeah.
Just text the number 205-964-5243. But on the other side, if you just want to partner, if you think you got a good deal, you've done your homework, then you would need to text 5050 to the same number, 205-964-5243, 5050, 5050. Okay. Life is a GG. You're in a good spot. Start here. Let's see here. Blue Halo. I just started. I'm working with a real estate agent. I've learned everything from your video. Thanks. Obviously not enough, because you don't need that real estate agent. You can do it by yourself. It helps. But just saying, just putting it out there. Ty_Sloan. Can you close? Is it possible to close a deal in 2 weeks?
Yes. Is it possible to close a real estate deal, a wholesale transaction in 2 weeks? most definitely shouldn't be your expectations, right? But to answer your question, yes, it's possible for sure.
All right, thank you. 369 Kev, yes, about the mobile home park and the portfolio. 50-50 to the number 5050. Text that to the number. And then just follow the instructions from there. Let's go in here. You get asked this question, I think, almost every week. And I think you say every week, both. But the question is privy or prop stream?
Well, actually, they say batch leads or prop stream. I think. But anyway, that's cool too. Depending on what you're going to be doing. If Privy is designed to target properties on the MLS. That's the main function of it, right? Mm-hmm. Whereas PropStream does everything, as far as that. With building lists and it just goes on and on. So if it's going to be your intent to target MLS listed properties, then Privy is going to be a better tool for you. You just need to know what you're doing on that. Which if you send over a deal, we will partner with you on it or whatever. But you have to do the legwork on it and know what an opportunity is. But everything else would definitely be PropStream. There's no question about it. From comping properties to building lists, looking up owner information, all that kind of stuff, looking at other properties that they own, just goes on and on. Commercial properties, all of that, So not that it's designed for commercial property, but it's still going to have a great deal of information on them. So.
All right. Thank you for answering that question. Let's see here. Jumping right back into the next number. Next question. Kevin, I'm a college student with a major
that one ain't plugged up right there. And it ain't turned on.
Yes. Oh, I could have. Oh, no. Ain't nobody said nothing.
Yeah. Let's just press the button on the side right there. Okay. It's good.
That's why I've been reading questions from too.
Yeah, you ain't got to hold this. It's on there.
I'm not touching it. It's on?
Yeah.
Huh. Oh, well, Hugo missed it.
Well,
Garcia.
They can still hear us. They can still hear us.
Oh.
It just wasn't plugged up to the little mic to make it.
But they can still hear.
Yeah, they could have still heard.
Oh, so Lord. You're tearing up some stuff now. All right, jumping back to this. Kevin, I'm a college student with a major in finance and a minor in real estate. What is something you would tell your younger self to start doing now?
So he's what in college now?
He goes to MTSU. Not even sure what that is. Or where that is.
Middle Tennessee State University.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know about Tennessee.
I may be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
Okay, well, you might be right.
Yeah.
Major in finance and minor in real estate.
Renika may can speak more of that because you actually got a degree in something along that lines, right?
Yeah, actually, we majored in real estate. I majored in both finance and real estate. And I was trying to think of what I would say to my younger self. But most importantly, I think for me is really learning finance and learning real estate and learning how it all go hand in hand. And if you understand that, you understand that what you're learning is the nuclear to everything. It's a nuclear to every transaction. It's the nuclear to businesses getting started because businesses, in order to scale it at some point in time, you need some type of financing and things of that nature. So the partners, I would say, just understanding how that go hand in hand and jumping out there in the business of finance and real estate and being able to teach other people. I would say that what I realize is that a lot of people don't understand finance. They don't understand how to, the world is almost financial illiterate, so a person that has that finance degree can go out there and really teach and lead financially. So I would say just continue to study and continue and either jump out there and starting your own business in the financial and real estate world in some type of capacity.
All right. Okay. Kevin, there you have it. Snack packs. Is that better? Only one that says something. Lovely, your mic is off. Yeah. Okay. Let me know. So Hugo wants to know, what markets do you work in?
What markets do I work in?
Yeah.
We're all over, just wherever. We can make it happen if it's something to make happen. Let's
Okay.
get it. Let's get it.
All right. So D White wants to know, how can I set up my DBA without using my home address?
Well, there are other services out there like this, but this is the best one that I can reference. So what address should you use besides your home address as far as a business address? Should you use your business address? Should you use your home address as a business address? And what are the options? All right. So UPS store provides an actual address, not even though it's just a box, like a PO box, but they actually provide an address. So the old PO box still will work, but I would recommend using an actual address instead of a PO box. So you're gonna have other services, other type companies like a UPS store that offer similar services in a lot of different cities. So, but that's what you're looking for, is what I would recommend. What do you think?
Absolutely. I would say the UPS. There's these virtual offices that you can kind of buy into or lease out. It's called Regency, and you can like buy into like a mail package. Is where you could get the address, or your mailing can go there. You can even do conference meetings in the conference room. But they're like virtual offices and things of that nature. So that's a good address for a business as well. But you have to pay for that. It's like anywhere from I want to say $300 to $250 a month for something of that nature. So.
All right, thank you. Mike Sykes, did you look at the abandoned car lot dealership I sent you yesterday? Boy.
I thought I replied to him.
Check your email.
Yeah, I did. I'm assuming you emailed it to me, so I'm pretty sure I replied. If I didn't, I'll have all emails caught up by in the morning.
Okay. William, hey, flipping ladies, great evening. Hey, what's up? Facebook user, random name. No, do you know anyone looking for land in Texas?
Yeah, most definitely Texas. If it's an opportunity, for sure.
Okay. So M-Star, do you recommend using a real estate agent to find off-market land deals? I don't know the best way to find land.
Okay. What was he on?
This is YouTube.
YouTube?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I don't know if I want to do that, but I have a video to show you how to do that. I don't think I have a keyboard set up for it anymore. But I have a video to show you how to do that. If you go to YouTube and do a search for, let me see what you should do a search for, but I have a recent video. Yeah, if you go to YouTube and do a search for how to find great land deals and put Flipman behind it, or just put great land deals or land deals and Flipman, just put land deals Flipman, those 4 words, and that video come up. You'll see me, well, not me. You'll see the character standing on a laptop shaking some guy's hand, and says with a yellow deal sign. So land deals Flipman, and that video shows you how to build this.
All right, M-Star, follow that. Hopefully that gives you the the information that you're looking for. D White came back and had the question about using the address for DBA. My state makes me use the address on my license.
What?
Wow.
What state is that?
I don't know, because my business and my home address are 2 totally different things. How are you gonna make me use the address on my license?
They can't make you use that address, but I don't know. Every state is different. But what state is that?
That's wild.
Got to be something else to go along with that.
Yeah.
There has to be something else to go along with that.
Okay.
Because
Texas.
Interesting.
Very interesting. Okay.
Interesting.
Okay, guys, listen. Great opportunity right now in this moment on this Thursday evening to ask questions, any questions. No little question, no big question, no dumb questions, just all questions. Ask the questions and you get an answer. But no one's posting questions. Come on, guys, post those questions or either join us live by texting the word Gator, GATOR, to that number 205-964-5243. Jonathan Patton, who's also in Texas, might want to revisit that. It says apparently not true. He doesn't have to, his isn't listed that way. So it may be some other stipulations, some fine print, and they're D-White. Maybe you two can partner and discuss like what's going on. So Drake Owens on Instagram says, where do I start if I'm new and doing this virtually?
Well, if you're doing it virtually, you need to choose a market. First of all, what market are you going to target? Then what I'm assuming what you may be talking about houses. Are you going to target houses, land, or both? So once you do that, then now you have to determine, how am I going to generate leads? Am I going to just go the route of networking, joining as many Facebook groups related to that market and mixing it up with potential buyers and wholesalers? And with the buyers, you're going to build relationships with them so you can feed the deals that the wholesalers can't move for whatever reason to your buyers. That's the zero cost way of doing it. All right. Now, anything else is going to boil down to the same thing if you were going to do it locally. Your cold calling, your text messaging, you want to spend money on Facebook ads, Google AdWords, YouTube pre-rolls, and so on. So now I gave you the 3-step. Choose a market. Choose the type of property you're going to target. Then how are you going to find the deals? And now with houses, in most cases, you're going to need boots on the ground, or BOG, right? And the reason being is that sometimes sellers are just not going to give you access to their property for whatever reason, vacant or occupied. And so the seller and the buyer will meet. So you need someone there to represent you, whether it's a real estate agent, whether it's another wholesaler, a friend or family member, or whatever. That's what houses. With land, not an issue in most cases, because the door is always open. The buyer can go by at any time unless the property is like next door to the owner or it's a part of that property or whatever. Other than that, you won't really have to worry about having boots on the ground. So.
All right, thank you. That's the way to get jump started virtually if you're interested in doing wholesaling that way. Michael Fortones wants to know, can you wholesale vacant houses on Zillow that say auction? Is there someone you'd reach out to for this?
I don't think I think it'd be hard to sell those auction off properties on Zillow. A lot of them is auction off by auction.com. I don't think it's hard to sell those properties that's been auctioned off because you need because it's already public records. If they Google it, they can see that it's been auctioned off by who it's been auctioned off by. I just think it'd be a lot harder.
What are the minimum requirements that they even charge to even bid? I mean, that you have to have in place to even bid with auction.com. I've never looked into it.
It's really is honestly you sign up and create an account and you're able to just bid. There's nothing you have to pay for up front. But in order to keep that bid, you would have to submit some paperwork, and there's something that you got to pay for to hold, or you have so many days after you get it approved for you to pay it. If not, then it's going to go back to the next person or the next person in line in the bid.
Okay.
So there we go. So you got so many days to pay it.
All right. So haven't had one of these in a while. Is it a deal? Deal or no deal? ARV is $350K. Repairs are $60, and the seller wants $150. Is this a deal?
What is it?
ARV is $150. I'm sorry, $350.
Put it up on the screen, please.
Okay, there we go. And this is from Edward. $350, $60K, and $150. So $210 with $140 left.
That's a good deal.
Yeah, it's on the surface. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
those numbers are correct.
All right, Edward, go get that under contract and find you a buyer. You should have no problems in finding a buyer with this if the numbers are right, right?
No problem at all. None.
Okay. Mike Sykes says, I have a vacant lot under contract. Where do I send it?
Oh, you have a vacant lot under contract? Just you could text me, and then I'll send you an email address on where to send it.
Okay. Drake Owens, I didn't know you can do boats. No. You probably heard him say boots, like as in boots on the ground. These boots are made for walking.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, I speak a different language.
Yeah. Probably just misunderstood that, Drake. So Snack Packs on TikTok says, I spotted a tired landlord. The house is a new addition. The house has a new addition, but it's already trashed. The owner trashed due to the owner. Is it worth the time? Well, you don't know whether it's worth your time until you get some more information and the numbers, right?
We need the numbers. Yeah.
Okay. So it doesn't hurt to ask. Offers are free. So is you asking. So, Renikia, Passanay, 26, you probably answered this question. So business entity wise, do you prefer to start with a C Corp or an LLC for liability?
I actually prefer an LLC that is taxed as an S Corp.
All right. Thank you. Wise Profitium says, thanks for speaking with me yesterday about wholesaling. Thanks, Ty.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, so James Bowers, what in regards to virtually wholesaling, you talked about boots on the ground. What if you don't have anyone to be your boots on the ground as a virtual wholesaler? I'm newly paralyzed and I used to do it myself. So if you don't know someone, how do you find someone that you can trust to be your boots on the ground?
Networking your butt off. You just like you're here right now. You can also be mixing it up into in Facebook groups. You're giving someone else to make an opportunity to make some money. You may have to sift through a few people before you get to someone that works. But it's going. So it's some people that will be love to work with. So you just have to have the patience. You may have to go through a couple before you get that right person. But that's it. You're going to use the power of the internet, power of the internet, and power of social media. So.
All right. And there you go, James. Shazam. I have a vacant Toys R Us that's owned by a real estate company. They've been trying to rent it out. Should I send it your way, Flip?
You can. It doesn't hurt to take a look at it.
All right. Thank you. Let's see here. Jump right over here. Done the deal or no deal. So we have a user on TikTok that says, I'm currently located in Chicago, but they are strict on wholesaling. And I want to do houses. So again, one of those topics we kind of talk about frequently. How do you go about wholesaling real estate in Chicago?
Well, yeah, they require you to have a license. So you can be creative with it. The attorney, probably about 3 years ago, maybe not that long, that I interviewed that was in Chicago, a real estate attorney. And, I went through the different scenarios. And of course, he's an attorney. He didn't probably, want to say some stuff that he probably knew you probably could get away with or whatever without any issues. But like, you know, asking about transactional funding and all that kind of stuff, and um, he sort of said no, you know. But anyway, so with that being said, which I don't see how they can prevent that if you actually purchase first. You know, you do whatever you want to after that or whatever. But anyway, so one of the things that I would do, number one, if I was an agent or a broker there, you know, I would be partnering with as many wholesalers as possible and getting them to run deals through me and using my license. And that's what I would do if I. But to answer your question, if there's no one like that, you know, there are a lot of real estate agents and brokers in any market, and everybody ain't making money, right? Matter of fact, the majority ain't. And so that's an opportunity for you to be able to partner with someone and someone that actually has their license, and you all create a marketing slash web development firm, and you just each time that you all put a property on the contract, you register the domain name, the website name, you know, 123mainstreet.com or .net, .biz, doesn't matter, you know, .co, whatever it calls, you know, some of those extensions only cost $1 or so. And then you use one of the free website building tools to just put photos and videos on the house. When you all close on it, you know, if you all are splitting everything 50-50, you basically invoice for that particular deal. You probably invoice. They sign an actual invoice that they're going to pay you whatever half of that assignment fee is, and that's submitted at closing. It's a cash deal, so they're going to pay whatever you tell them to pay or whatever, especially if you sign off on it, meaning you're a partner / real estate agent or broker. So that would be a simple way of doing it. You know, you wouldn't literally be out of but a couple of dollars per transaction. Even if you don't know anything about building a one-page website, you can go to Fiverr, Fiverr, and you can just put in the search build Wix website or build Weebly website, and you're going to see people that will do that for you for $5, $10, $20 or whatever, and you won't know anything about doing it. And so you can make that happen. Agents buy all types of services. They buy business cards, they buy leads, they buy websites, they buy signs, they buy Facebook ads, YouTube, you know, Google AdWords. They buy all types of services. This would be no different, you know. So boom, that's what I would do, you know. So you would be on the hunt for that. But again, if I was a broker there, man, I'd be racking up right now or whatever, where a lot of people running from and screaming, yay, we got rid of the wholesalers. Like, but yeah, what everybody else doing, if you normally go the opposite way, you can make some money. You know, the sheep are happy that quote unquote wholesalers are somewhat gotten rid of in the state of Illinois. But you're smart, that's a way to leverage that group of people that want to wholesale without a license into more money. That's the way I would look at it.
Right. Me too. Casaping, hey, says, I primarily use texting for my marketing because I feel I sound unprofessional on the phone because he has a hard stutter. Do you think calling is more effective?
Well, text message is going to be more effective because more people are going to respond to your messages, whether negatively or positively. More people, you're going to get a better response rate. So if you're getting a better response rate, that will turn into more opportunities. There's no question about it. Who doesn't read their text message? Even if you don't even recognize the number, you're still going to look at the message, even if you don't read it all or whatever. Right. You know, that's why during political season we just got through with, you know, you're getting bombarded with text messages because they know it's work. You know, it works or whatever. So, you know.
Okay. Let's see here. So Bruce McMahon, are you ready? Hey Bruce, how you doing? I'll let you get situated.
That's cool.
He might be ready now. He's moving around a lot. Bruce, when you get ready, just wave at me and I'll bring you back on. All right. So, Edward, I know you've done the videos asking random people if they've heard of wholesaling. Don't know if you've seen a video on YouTube with this female asking 10 agents if they've ever heard of wholesaling.
Wow.
I love to see that.
I guarantee that was probably 50-50. Half of them probably have.
Good. Now that's something.
Yeah.
It's not taught. It's not taught in real estate school. It's not taught by brokers. It's absolutely is not taught to real estate agents. It's actually frowned upon for real estate agents. Yeah, but it's only because brokers feel that it is a transaction that ultimately cuts the real estate agent out. So it's easier for them to frown upon it. It's easier for them to not teach it because it necessarily cuts the agent out. So.
All right. So, hey, Mr. Bruce, you ready?
I was just plugging in to listen to what y'all were talking about tonight.
Okay. Did you have a question for us? Where you calling from, first of all?
I'm in Raleigh area.
Okay.
Great. Glad you joined us. Continue to listen in. Great to meet you.
Yeah. I do have one thing that I'm working on, and it would be my first deal if I do put it together. Yes, I don't want to give too much out, but here's the situation. Got a man that wants to quit his business, get out of it totally, and leaving his $350,000 motorhome and head to California. The property is on a very busy highway in Tennessee, very close to that new Hard Rock Cafe, Hard Rock Casino they just built up there. And I'm working right now trying to get some comparables on vacant lots on what these are worth. I know I found two myself listed on MLS. One was 1.8 acres and they want $899,000 for it. The other one was right next door to it, and it also is about 2 acres and they want $899,000 for it. Now, they haven't sold either one of these.
Okay.
And the realtor was on vacation when I spoke to him last. Supposed to be back sometime this week. And I told him, I said, I want comparables on vacant land, commercial land that's ready to go. Now, this isn't raw land. This is land that businesses own, but I felt very seriously the building will be usable for anything because we're looking at about 15 acres with about 1,500 feet of road frontage. And he wants out for what I think is a very cheap amount of money. And if the property, let me say this, if the property is worth $600,000 an acre, which it very well could be, you're looking at, quite a few bucks. So we're talking 15 acres.
Yeah, about $9 million. Yeah.
Yeah. And so I'm signing him up tomorrow. I already got it set up.
What price point you going to get him at, you think?
$3 million.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
Cool.
And you say the building is really not the place. It won't have any value.
No. The building, I've already told him, I'm not interested in the building. I'm only interested in your property. And he understands that.
How much of the 15 acres is developed? All of it, or just
I mean, it's all it's cleared. It's used sometimes for special events for parking.
Okay. How much of it is paved?
None of it's paved.
Okay,
gravel.
what, just gravel? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Very interesting. Okay. See, even if you're at 400,000 an acre, you're still a deal or
Oh,
whatever.
I know.
Yeah, even if it's off, based on what those other property are trying to sell those other properties for. So
Right.
yeah. So how long you going? What time frame are you going to lock that contract up for?
6 months.
Okay, yeah, you need a minimum of that. I was going to say that. Okay, all right, yeah. Mr. Bruce, sounds very interesting. I'm always open to partner
Yeah, I'm
with
scratching. Ty, I'm scratching my head too. Okay,
you.
I
Yeah,
get it.
yeah.
I get it. But
Where are they building the Hard Rock at? I didn't know that. I was trying to see how close it is to the Ham. You know, I like those type of facilities.
Of course you do.
Tennessee.
I'm saying what part of Tennessee? You
Uh,
don't have to give me the city.
well, the Tri-City area.
Okay. All right. Okay, cool. All right. So yeah, if you'll keep us updated on it, I'd love to hear how that turns out. If if you need any assistance, we would love to work with you on it.
I may very well. Well, you're gonna have to work me with a very discounted price.
Yeah. Yeah.
You'd be willing to do that, wouldn't you?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Lean on that one, baby.
Sound like a good deal.
I'm gonna step outside right now, but I'm still here.
Okay.
No, I actually have a. I had a rumor that a major grocery chain was looking to go into this area, and so I contacted them and made sure that the rumor that I heard was true, and they are looking. I just haven't had a chance to talk to the guy in charge of finding their land yet to find out how much land he wants and needs. But the location is ideal, and of course, it's not on the market. It's private, totally private. The guy don't want to talk to nobody but me and my partner. That's it.
Old Bruce, that's what's up, man. All right, well, well, let us know, man. I would love to hear how that turns out if you get it signed up tomorrow.
Okay, I will.
All right.
I'm gonna sit back and listen to the rest of the comments.
All right, thank you, sir. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you, Mr. Bruce. Good night.
Great to meet you. Boom.
Boom, 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 boom. Oh yeah.
We could topic up.
Okay.
Oh, you got
Bam. Okay. I was like, my
I don't
bam
know
was
if
too
I
early.
did that. That makes sense.
So eye to eye, house plus money. I don't. What was the topic? Let me see if it relates.
The topic is: should you be a landlord or be the bank?
Oh, okay. No.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, I was struggling. I was struggling.
No, that's not what I get out of that.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. But topic of the day: should you be a landlord or the bank? Okay, go.
So, of course, when I talk about being a landlord, most people know what that is, right? You have a property and you rent it out, whether it's a house, multifamily, apartments, even commercial space. Everybody gets that, right? Now, another way that a real estate transaction can occur, that you own a property, but you don't rent it out to them. You actually sell it to them, but on terms, which that's where it's meant that you are acting as the bank. You're not really loaning them the money, but you're loaning, or you're making your asset available for them to actually make payments to you to pay for it. So what are the pros and cons of both? Let me get the similarities of them. Both of them can create cash flow, right? Whereas with a property that you're renting, in most cases, you're going to be responsible for the taxes on the property because you still own it. You're going to be responsible for the insurance on the property, which they can have renter's insurance, but you're going to have your own too. And in most cases, you're going to be responsible for any maintenance required on the property. That's as a landlord. Okay, so if you were going to owner finance out the property, which the terms are very flexible on that, it can go a lot of different ways, but we're going to keep it basic. But if you owner finance the property, then you can still receive cash flow on the property with interest. In most cases, you selling it. First of all, you're setting up a price that you're going to sell it for, and then you determine what interest rate they're going to pay, and then for over what time frame, and that'll create the payment. Now, will a down payment be required? That'll be up to you and what you negotiate, but most people require down payment also, so you get some upfront money. The beauty of it is that, yeah, you'll still receive the cash flow just as if you were renting out, but you remove the landlording duties, because now you make them responsible for insurance on the property. You make them pay the taxes on the property taxes, and any maintenance that's done on the property, they have to take care of. What does that sound like? That sounds like that now you're Bank of America. Okay, because now if the roof leaks and you're in a house that Bank of America financed, you don't call Bank of America because the roof is leaking. You call a roofer, or you get your butt up there yourself, however you want to do it. You know, so, but you're not gonna call them, because you call them, they're gonna probably start laughing. They ain't got nothing to do with that. We loaned you the money to buy this house. It's your house. Same thing if someone owned or financed the property to you, if those are the terms. So for you as the actual owner of the property, you're still getting the cash flow that you would per se like a rental, but you don't have to worry about being a landlord on the property. That's the great thing about it. So you having all the landlord duties are being removed. Now, of course, both work or whatever, but those are the major differences in one or the other. So I'm just posing a question to you. Should you be a landlord, or should you act as the bank by owner financing a property out to someone? And you can actually do that without even owning the property. Someone can owner finance the property to you, and that's how you get possession of it. And you could turn around and do the same thing, owner finance it back out to someone else. And so you get the difference of the two payments that are made. You making a payment to the seller that owner finance to you, and them making a higher payment, and you get the difference. And you still have removed the landlording duties from the equation. So your thoughts, Renikia?
No, I like both. I think I like both. Of course, the bank is the move for me, but personally, I will probably I'll like to diversify into both. And only being is because when you act as a bank, if that tenant or whoever or the owner of the leasehold actually pays on time for 30 years, it removes my legacy from what I can pass down to my family and my kids, because I end up losing my asset because now they own it. Now, the great part about it being on the bank side is that there's a 50% chance that someone will pay 10, 15 years. Something happens and I got to foreclose on it, or I got to take it back because they didn't hold up their side of the bargain. So being in this space for a long time, I seen both sides of it. And you can be really sharky as a bank, you know, because I done seen it where, you know, people understand that, hey, 9 times out of 10, you're not going to get your credit right. You're not going to come back and pay me off. So I'm going to sell these terms knowing that I'm going to keep all your money. I'm going to keep, you know, I'm going to keep everything you put into my property, because 9 times out of 10, you're going to breach my contract. So I done seen both sides of it. But, you know, I like the bank side only because to me, as a bank, when you position yourself as a bank, I get the property I get the property as well, you know, so I can get both. I can get the property, and I also can release my duties as a landlord. So I like that position. But the only thing I don't like about that position, at the end of the day, I may lose my asset and I may not be able to pass it down. But I like both sides.
Boom.
All righty.
All right.
So Renikia, tell them who you are. Tell them who
As
you
always,
are.
Thank you always for allowing me to be a part of the Flippinar show. My name is Renikia Williams. I'm the founder and owner of a private lending company called Capital on Demand. We lend to real estate investors in all 50 states. We lend on fix and flips, new construction, rental properties. You want to start a landlord business, or you want to get in short-term rental. Even if you want to get into the multifamily business, if you want to, go out there and buy your quad or a triplex or something of that nature and begin to get into the landlord business, we're able to finance those properties. Asset-based, do not need your financials, no tax returns, income verification, or pay stubs, completely based on the value of the asset itself, and then your ability to just bring the money to the table. If you are interested in that, my number is right here on the screen. If you have any questions, just feel free to even text that number or give me a call, and we'll be able to get those questions answered.
All right, there you have it, guys. The number is there on your screen. For those on Instagram, TikTok, you cannot see it. The number is 770-246-2307. Renikia is available across all social media platforms as well. First name Renikia, last name Williams.
Boom.
All right, so we're running really well, but I'm glad to get these last few questions in. Okay, so vociferated. I said that right. Vociferated mind. I'm new to this program. Can I do this while in the truck? So maybe you're on the road trucker. Can we do this while driving?
Yeah, internet is a powerful tool. You may need some assistance from someone, but yeah.
Okay. Cool.
And you have a lot more time to answer calls and things of that nature. So yeah.
Okay, so we were just talking about the bank or landlord. So Truly Honest wants to know, can you be a landlord without a house on the land? So you can rent land or lease land, right?
Yeah, you can only finance, what out of land. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You can rent that if you wanted to. Now there ain't no landlord and duties or whatever. Well, I say that just depending on what type of property it is, but a lot of times it won't be. A lot of people just own and finance it back out. So
okay.
Now I guess you technically still
I said, yeah, it's a such thing as a land lease. But most of the land leases are more commercial based, but mobile home parks, some mobile home parks and land lease. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Sorry. Let's see here. Over here on TikTok, Snack Pack says the house is a raised ranch in CT. So what's that, Connecticut? With an addition in no more than 10 years, 350,000 bought, but market is 500K, but it's trashed badly. I did a walkthrough and I said no more than 250K. And this was the tired landlord whose house had a new addition, but it had been really trashed. So I guess the question there, Snack Packs, are the numbers good? So you didn't tell how much the repairs to get it in good condition. You said it was trashed, but how trashed? You would need to know that, right?
Yeah, we need to have an idea of the condition.
Yeah. Okay. So put a price on that and maybe we can help you out with whether that's a deal or not. Let's see here. I'm gonna stop trying. Rigo Roberto Morales says, hey, from Fort Lauderdale. Y'all are killing me with these names. Yes. And so would you prefer getting the property under contract first or find cash buyers? Woo! That's the question that hasn't been asked in a while. Renikia, that used to be the question for you right there. Cash buyers first or property under contract first. You have a really unique spin on that, which kind of makes you think a little different. So what do you say?
My thing has always been reverse wholesaling. I felt that it was easier to me. The houses was easier to find than the money. So I focused on the money first, and then I went to find a house. So both works. It's not one over the other. I find it easier to locate the money. And my thing is just go out there and find real estate investors who's looking for great deals. And if that real estate investor is looking for a 4-sided brick home in this zip code, then my job is to go out there and find that for them. And the fact that, and what I love about reverse wholesaling is 9 times out of 10, I know the maximum number that my investor is going to pay. So if I can get it way below the number that I know my investor will pay, I can maximize my assignment as well, because I already know their numbers. So I like both strategies. But I do emphasize a little bit more on reverse wholesaling, because I like to have the money first. But, makes sense.
Boss man.
Yeah. Most definitely you want to try to find opportunities. If you have your buyers, well, let me put it like this. I sort of went through it a moment ago when they asked about the virtual wholesaling, is that you're trying to do it for zero, you pretty much almost have to establish a buyer's list first and leverage other wholesalers' deals. So, boom.
Okay. So with the topic, we were talking about owner financing. So Sam Dansby wants to know, do you have to go to closing on an owner financing deal when you are the bank? Is there a closing process? There should be some type of...
Yeah, you're still going to close on it. You know,
Okay.
that's what you want to still do, for sure.
Okay.
Most definitely.
Because you want to make sure everything is filed correctly, because what you're doing is creating a lien, you're creating a note as well that needs to be filed. So yeah, if I was the buyer of the terms, I would want to go through an attorney.
Mm-hmm. I always want to do that. But we've been rolling pretty hard here, guys. Really appreciate everyone joining us. Glad the full house is here with both lovely ladies to make this happen. It makes it a lot easier to bring this out to you all. Again, we appreciate everyone that's joined us tonight. If you didn't get your question answered, post it in the comment section of any video, and make sure that you do this. Subscribe to the channel by selecting this button here. Once you subscribe to the channel, tap the little bell, select all, so you now are alerted whenever we upload new videos like this one and when we go live daily. And we're out.
All right. Thank you, guys. We'll see you on the flip side.
Flip man, it's the flip man. You want some money in your hand? Flipping houses without credit or your cash. Hit that bag.